Hello and welcome back to Stranded Deep. We find ourselves once more in the map editor in the cartographer, and update 0.41.01 is out. It's actually out, which means we could probably finish up here, or in fact get as close to finishing up as we can this episode. Maybe do one more episode after that in here, and then refresh the world, refresh the map. This is what we've been waiting for. Get the home island that we spent much of last year, the sort of last quarter of last year building. Get the plants in that we've needed, and go back to playing the game. More exploring, more survival, more actually doing stuff instead of making these cool and elaborate islands, which are cool and elaborate. So we definitely need to finish this. I don't like leaving stuff unfinished, so we're going to finish this. But if we bring up in the trees. Look, aloe vera. Let's go down and have a little look at these new plants. This is one of the plants that has existed but hasn't been in the map editor. We need this for sunscreen and stuff like that. This is aloe vera. We've been waiting for this to be in the map editor for a while. And there's another one. There's a PP plant. If you don't know what a PP plant is, well, I don't either. But we need that for medicines. There is also somewhere here guys, come on. There's another plant that looks a lot like the PP plant, but isn't the PP plant, which is also needed for medicines. There we go. That's a thing. Any more? I don't think there are. I think those are the two plants we were looking for. Ficus. No, we've got the lovely ficus trees. Oh, you're safe, my friends. So these three plants are basically the things that are needed for medicines, that and coconuts and various bits and pieces. So we can make coconut salves and things to heal our wounds. We can also get, I believe, the venom from a spiky fish boy. Whoa, what is it called? It is the lionfish, and then mix that together with some stuff, and then you can make shark repellent. So yeah, without these, there was no real point in releasing the maps. There was also no real point in refreshing the entire world that we've been playing in for the last 100 and however many days in game time. Yeah, that has been an issue for us. So what we're going to do, show me what you got, is finish off this island. We desperately need to finish off this island. So what does it need? It needs a foliage pass. It needs something doing with this little blob of sand. It needs something doing along here. Basically, we need to add in the Flora, which are the plants, and the Fauna, which are the animals, and make sure we actually get some of the more important plants, like the fruiting plants, so people can build farms and stuff. Here, there's a fruity plant there, so we'll make sure the fruity plants are in. Fruity plant, lend me your Quawa tree. There we are. Let's pop a Quawa in there real quick. So yeah, I really I like the island. But I just kind of want to get it finished, want to get it finished and then start playing again properly. So yeah, it's been a bit of a pain in the butt. The game is in early access. And this is what you expect from early access games. Don't like that rock. What's it like on the other side? So yeah, early access games, you can never really predict, especially if you're trying to do something like a YouTube series, or you're just like, oh, I just want to play the game, I just want to get out there and play the game, have something new to explore and stuff, and then bam, an update comes out and you're like, oh, this is great, but now I need to refresh my entire world. If you are playing the game as you're watching this and you're on either experimental or the stable update, bear in mind that there have been a few changes. The smoker, for example, put the meat in your hand and press E to use the smoker to actually put stuff in the smoker. Because if you don't, I don't believe you can physics object stuff into the smoker anymore. I think that's a thing that's been tripping a lot of people up. So definitely have a little play with that. I just got confused by the shadow there. The shadow was moving, and I was like, but why is it moving? Ugh. Yeah, other things. I think holding C will bring up in your crafting menu, or tapping C. I can't remember. Oh, one of the two. I think tapping C brings up quick craft, and holding it brings up the main crafty thing, or the opposite way around. I don't know. If you're having problems opening the crafting menu, either tap it or hold it. It's the C button. Or remap it. You know, you can always remap stuff. That's not a problem. Not a problem. No one's going to say, why did you remap it? No, that is a stupid thing to do. Nobody will ever tell you're stupid for remapping keys. Unless you invert keys. Never. Friends, don't let friends play inverted. Never inverted. Oh, if you're getting some sort of weird texture jittery thing, try changing your anti-aliasing. If you get into black object bug at sunset or sun rise, try changing from TXAA, anti-aliasing from TXAA to SSAO. I think that's the thing. Is there anything else? I mean, we've covered a lot of stuff already. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. So we're throwing in the plants. We're throwing in plants. We're throwing in ficus at the moment because ficus are cool. Word is this? What? Whoa, hang on a second. Ficus 3, is that new? There's a Ficus 2. There's a copse of ficus. Yes, it is. Uh-huh. Let's get rid of it. Ficus 2. Ficus 3. I think that's the sticky ficus that you get when you go to a small island and then you hit it with an axe and it all explodes outwards. I think that might be what that is. Oh, look at that. Look at it. I don't know why I'm whispering. I am actually warming up at the moment. You might say, oh, what? This is a strange thing to say. Why would you say that with a filthy mouth? I do not believe you should say stuff like that. No, I've been outside. It's snowing. Oh, okay. I recorded a vlog yesterday. So if you're watching these as they go out, I recorded a vlog yesterday. It's all fine. But I live in a part of the world where it doesn't normally snow, even though there is the United Kingdom. It doesn't normally snow here. And instead, there has been an actual blizzard, a real honest to goodness blizzard. And I'm like, oh, that is crazy. So I did a vlog yesterday, and it was quite calm. Yeah, it was quite calm, but it was snowing quite heavily. And I drove home in my car, and the car was fine. I got a Toyota CHR hybrid, and it was fine. It was absolutely wonderful. I just turned the heating up and did it. Skid, slide, or anything? No, of course not. It was beautiful. But today I also did another vlog because I thought, well, you can't waste this backdrop of weather. What am I looking for? I'm looking at the aloe vera plant. That's what I'm looking for. You can't waste this lovely backdrop of weather. So I thought, you know what we're going to do? Well, I'll go out today and I'll record another vlog for the week after. Yeah. So I've got this sort of backdrop of snow and things. And it was really rough out there, actually. It was really cold and bitter. It's actually colder today with the wind than it was yesterday without the wind. Who'd have thought it? I went down to the sea as well. So if you want to know what the sea looks like where I live, well, you won't be able to see it because it was just super snowy, super cloudy, and the tide was right in. So yeah, why have I got the animals open? Not the next vlog, which is at the weekend, but the vlog after that, it will have there is a vlog coming that has the coast in it. Oh, I didn't really do that very well. I'm trying to put plants down. So what I'm doing is putting the important plants down now, right here, right now. And I'm going to put them in places where they are kind of obvious. So I'm going to put the PP plant there. And put a so I put three aloe vera down. She said down. So I'm going to put the PP plant down as well. And there's going to be 3 of those. Everything in 3s. Where? On the sandy bit so that it's visible. There we go. I'm going to put the PP plant down. I'm going to put the Wavu lava la. I'm going to put the one that's not the PP plant down as well in 3. So there's one there. Let's put that there. Let's make them obvious, you know. Let's make them obvious. Obs. There we go. Is that kind of floating in any way? It is kind of a weird, yeah, slight. It's not a problem. Not a problem. I'll do another 3 of those. So there was a PP plant. PP plant's cousin. There we go. 1, 2. Where's the third one? Let's put it on the sand as well. There we go. Blammo. I was like, wait a minute, what is what's so far under the ground? And then I remembered this thing here is actually Cliff 6, isn't it? It's just one of the Cliff 6 markers that we had, and then we just slammed it into the ground so only the top was showing. So now we've got this huge amount of geometry under the ground. There it is. Hey, terrifying or what? Well, it is if you have thalassophobia. So what have we done? 3 aloe vera, 3 PPs, and 3 PP cousins. You know what I'm going to do? I'm also going to throw a few potato plants down. Oh, why would you do that? That is a terrible thing. Sure. What is that? What is that? What? Have we still got this? What? T. Let's bring that up. I see the potato plant might actually have a little bit of a problem. I'm not saying that the game is buggy or nothing, but this is the potato plant, and if I let go of it now, it will vanish and we will never be able to... Why am I doing this accent? We'll never be able to get it, so I'm going to delete that object. Yeah. Let's delete it. Let's make sure there isn't... The potato plant should look like any other plant. Let's drag... there is no texture. All right, so let's not put a potato plant down. I was going to put a potato plant down just to troll people, because they'll be like, oh, this is my medicinal plant. It is a good plant, no? And then they'll dig into it and there'll be a potato, and they'll be like, oh, it's potato. Oh, we're having chips for tea. Nana plant? No, it's not what I clicked on. I clicked on that one. All right, so you probably can put a potato plant in, but unfortunately the potato plant is now invisible in the map editor. Wonderful. Well, situation normal. Yeah, we probably don't need to throw too much in the way of rocks and stuff around. We put some in here and various bits and pieces. So let us let's throw some stuff in. Let's click on terrain and then objects so we don't have an object accidentally selected. Okay. Bush. Who likes bush? We'll throw the bush in here. Press that. Oh yeah, there's a new community manager as well. Did I mention the new community manager? There's a new community manager. They're called Samson. 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 So yeah, that's the thing. The thing that's happened since last time we did a video. Brilliant. And the reason I'm doing Stranded Deep is because I desperately want to get this sort of Dunyan rings. So I was like, oh, I better do a Subnautica video, no? And then it's like, no, Stranded Deep this island must be finished. Otherwise, we will spend forever on the island, and then there will be no finishing, and people will be like, oh, I want you to play the freaking game, no? And I'll be like, I would like to play the game, but I can't. Can you tell I've been outside? They gave us the day off. They're like, oh, have the day off because it is all snowy and stuff. And I'm like, okay. Here's a bug. That's a fun little bug there. So the roots of this tree, let's click on that. So the roots of that tree aren't actually touching anything. So if we bring that up a little bit. Yes, is that still accessible? Yeah, it is. It's not poking out the ground or anything. Ooh, I don't like stuff like this. It's not being a perfectionist, it's just not getting it wrong. Okay, fine. Slam that in there. There we go. There we go. It's a little patch nobody will ever notice, but you know, if they're swimming along in the bottom of this river and they might be like, "Ooh, I see the little gap on the end of the cliff, no? I do not want that there. It is stupid." Oh, of course, there's invisible geometry between those two pieces because it is in fact one piece with an alpha layer between to make it alpha transparent. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I've been out in a blizzard. In fact, the blizzard is still going. There are, I can confirm, no loot boxes out in that blizzard because it is a real blizzard, not a games company. I wonder how many people get that. I hope nobody. Good. We're going to press R, rotate this around. Rotate it around. Rotate, keep rotating. Ah, there we go. Oh, beautiful. Oh, work the camera. Oh, darling. Yeah, no, it's really cold outside. It's really cold outside. I've just come in, had a cup of tea because I'm British, and that's what you do in an awkward situation. You're like, "Oh, it is very cold outside. I will have a cup of tea." No? Oh, so here's a thing that I've been thinking about for no reason in the past few days: the difference between British and American kettles. Yeah, I get that one through your little computational melon noodle box thing. Yeah, so people in North America, their voltage is 110 volts. In the UK, United Kingdom, Great Britain, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, actually probably Ireland itself, actually, it's 230 volts, which means you can have your cup of tea. You put your kettle on and the kettle boils and then you have a cup of tea. Apparently, if you try and do the same thing in North America, what happens is you turn the kettle on and then you wait forever because it's less than half the voltage. So it's like, "Oh, we're going to have a cup of tea, no?" And then the answer is actually no, because it takes forever, which is why people put stuff on stoves, kettles you put on stoves, I guess. Is that a thing? I mean, over here, it really isn't. That's kind of the most inefficient way of doing it. You'll be waiting forever for a cup of tea if you do that. And that is the worst thing. You can't wait that long for a cup of tea. Because the waiting that's the brewing time. That's when you put the little tea bag in the pot. Or in fact, the cup, if you're going to make it in the cup. And then you'll be like, "Oh, it is in the cup and I'm having a cup of tea." You want to give it time to steep. You give it time for that tea to actually, infuse out into the water. So, for some reason I've been thinking about that, and I think it stemmed from a story where somebody said, "Oh, I was over at I think they were going out with someone who was British, and they were sort of visiting that person's parents, and they got up in the middle of the night or whatever because they were thirsty, and they were like, 'Oh, I'll make a cup of tea or coffee, I guess, because they're American.' And they took the kettle, filled it up, and then put it onto the gas burner of a cooker. And predictably, it melted because British kettles tend to have a plastic base on them, which connects to it's like I guess it's like a power hookup. I don't know how to describe it. The base, the electricity goes into the base, and then there's like a little thing on the bottom of the kettle, so that you can you just take the kettle, just pop it on the base, and then you can turn it on and boil it. It's great. But if you try and put it onto a cooker or whatever, you melt the plastic, like comprehensively melt the plastic, and that stuff is a thermosetting plastic. You do not want that melted into anything. So yeah. Why are we talking about kettles? I think I read it on Reddit. If it's a thing, it's probably been on Reddit. So at the moment we're just throwing in palm trees, random sizes, put them in, give them a little spin, making sure they're not actually clipped into anything like whatever that is. Probably a PP plant. So we've already added the plants that we need into the island. Lovely jubbly. We are going to throw in these palm trees because an island is nothing if not palm trees. Of course, if you don't want the palm trees, you just chop them down. That's the thing. That's the thing that you can do. So we'll throw these in. And okay, whatever. I'm getting bored of throwing them in. Whatever this plant is, we're going to throw one of these guys in. So we're going to start throwing plants in all over the place. There's a cereman. Cereman? Yeah. Here's the thing. If you see a word that you don't really understand and it's written and it's supposed to be British or general English, what you normally do is break it into three groups of 3 letters. So CERIMAN, and then pronounce it that way. It doesn't really work because the English language is made up of a bunch of stolen words, stolen from French, stolen from Prussian or German or Latin, or it's sometimes you see something and you're like, oh, I absolutely know how to pronounce that, and you're pronouncing it wrong because it's French, and the French do not pronounce the last letter of a word in general. It's like, oh, okay, so what? Yeah, I get that through your think box. This is a fun episode. Ficus Tree 2, Ficus Tree 3. I'm just seeing if we can throw in a bunch of stuff just to kind of break up this geometry. If you want to come along and chop it all down, that's fine. Yeah, I will be uploading this somewhere at some time. Probably not straight away, only for the reason I need to work out how Google Drive works. I know I have one, and I know I've uploaded stuff to it in the past, but I don't know. It's a curious thing, the internet. I've grown up with it, kind of. So here's a bit of information. Oh yeah, I'm still just throwing in plants. I'm throwing in plants randomly because I know this will be covered in grass, but I want to throw in plants and stuff. I might throw in a few rocks actually, just to break up the terrain real quick. That is an item. That is not an item. Big rock. Yeah, let's throw in a big rock. So, yeah. 1989, Earthlink comes along and makes something called dial-up internet available for everyone. Dial-up internet being, that's the one where you had a modem that made a cool little screechy noise. It sort of screeched and whined and stuff as you connected to the internet, and you could connect at 56 kbps. Which is more like usually about 4 kilobits a second. Kilobits. kbps. Yeah. It was slow. I mean, it was really slow. And then if someone picked up the phone receiver or if someone tried to call, you'd never be able to. They would just get sort of like screechy computer noises. If someone picked up the receiver, chances are you would just get disconnected from the internet. And you'd be like, Mom! Or, well, it's the UK, so, Mother, hast thou picked up the receiver? And she'd be like, yeah, because I pay for the phone. What are you doing on the internet? And you'd just be like, oh, fair play. Yeah, I don't think we need rocks everywhere. We're just kind of breaking up these slopes a little bit. So, yeah, it was a fun time. It was an interesting time. It was a time that I would not want to go back to. Earthlink, obviously later became AOL, America Online. It got a rebranding and became infinitely better because they did so many cool things for... Did they? Ooh, I don't think they did, actually. So AOL, I don't even know if AOL still exists. I know Yahoo kind of exists because I signed into Flickr the other day and it was like, do you remember your Flickr account? And I'm like, yeah, it's something to do with Yahoo, I think. And they were like, you remember us, no? And I'm like, not really. I'm really here just to use Flickr, you know? So yeah, AOL, oh god, comes from the time of homepages and stuff. Yeah. Nope, don't want to go back there. So we are throwing in some rocks just to break up the terrain. So it looks a little bit more busy and stuff. There are still large areas if you want to build a house or something. It's not completely impossible. Area like that. I'm looking out for peeps. We obviously put this place together. First of all, with these rocks you can hop, skip, and jump to. So there's a couple of wrecks over here. It's not actually looking that bad as a sort of a moderate. I'm moving the camera around violently. I'm wondering if people are going to be sick. Yeah, so it's not too bad. I think a few more trees and items and stuff like that. Wow. Bananas. So we're going to throw in the banana plant. There you go. There's a banana plant. I'm just trying to get this done. We want to be donezo. Dungeon rings. But we also want it to look good. So a job well done is a job worth spending time on. Oh, is it? Wait, hang on a second. Yeah, I don't know. So what are we doing here? More plants. More plants. Log. Captain's log. There's no captain's log, but we can throw a few logs and stuff down. That's kind of... this camera's stuck in a tree. Yeah, we'll probably throw a few logs and stuff down. Palms. We've thrown a bunch of palms. Palm fronds, pine. We've reached the maximum of pines. Oh, yes. Small pines. Good. So the small pines are great because you can pop them in. They add a bit more interest to the world. But also, you can just chop them down if you don't want them. If they're in the way, you chop them down and they don't regrow. So that's cool. If you hear any popping or clicking or sounds that sound like they belong in a fish and chip shop, it's because I got the radiator. I got an oil-fired radiator, kicked it out, and I was like, I need to be a lot warmer than I am now. So yeah, I got that bad boy out, and it started off by making like deep frying sounds. I don't know how to describe it. It's really weird. I hope that wasn't something under the ground. What is that? What is that? Oh, I think that's that cliff there. I don't think we're going to ruin anything by moving stuff around too much. I'm kind of... So what I'm... Oh, there we go. What I'm conscious of doing is not overdoing stuff, but also I don't want to have it so it's so sparse and bare that it's just not great. It's just not great. It's not great. So we're going to do that. We're going to throw in some different types of pines. Some of the big ones. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. It's a big one. I'm also going to leave a little bit of stuff open. So there's a kind of a thing that I'm thinking of here. It's big and it's grey and it's got 2 tusks. Yeah, mastodon. No. So if I do upload this and people are going to be playing on it, some people are going to be playing on the low settings, which kind of means they won't have grass sprites on stuff like this. So I just kind of want to make sure that, because I know draw distances will diminish, so make it look as good as possible without the extra cool stuff like grass sprites and things. I'll throw a few of these around, just kind of all over the place. It means there's going to be plenty of sources of wood on this island. So that's good for the wood front. There we go. There we go. Ugh, camera stuck again. Ugh. Why does the camera keep getting stuck? It should have no clip on. It should no clip through things. Everything except the ground mesh. I think that would be actually a brilliant idea. That tree is not straight. In nature. Okay, so here's a couple of top tips. In nature, plants grow towards the light. If that means the light is above them, they'll grow up. If they find a patch of light, they might grow out sideways, then find a patch of light, then grow upwards, which is why you get these weird S-curves and stuff. What's going on here? What's going on over this bank? It's kind of like, did we just never smooth that off? I get the feeling we never really smooth that off. Okay. So yeah, there's 2 things that happen. There's 2 things that happen in nature. Plants will grow towards light, wherever the light happens to be. So yeah, they might grow out outwards, and then once they find a bit of light, then go straight up, which is why you get these bends in things like trees and stuff. The other thing is, if you're taking a photograph of the sea or anything with water in it, the water needs to be level. So if you're taking a banging photograph on holiday, open it up in Photoshop or GIMP or whatever your preferred photo editing software is, and make sure that the horizon is level. You know, it's a definite thing. It's a definite thing that needs to happen. If you want to take pictures like a pro. In fact, I've seen pros that don't even follow that rule, and it's just like, guys, you need to follow the rules of the water, because if you don't, it looks like the water's going to run out of the image. Right. Okay, so we're throwing a bunch of stuff in. We are cooking on gas. You know what? These episodes have been half an hour in length because I just wanted to see if half an hour episode. I mean, it already takes now 3.5 hours to edit, transcode, and upload and do all the stuff for one half-hour episode. So one half-hour episode, assuming I have all of the media and stuff ready in Premiere to do the edit. I don't need to make any outro cards or anything, and I don't need to get any music or whatever. Then yeah, 3.5 hours is about the fastest I can do it in, which is a long time. And that time gets longer because the upload time is equal to the length of the video. So if it's a half-hour video, it takes half an hour to upload. If it's an hour video, it takes an hour to upload. Or sometimes it doesn't. It takes a lot longer. So we're just going to throw in some more plots. We haven't done anything with this side of the island. Ah, man, come on. All right, I'm going to throw some stuff in here. Throw it all down. Throw it down. Shut it down. Shut it all down. Cool. We'll do that. Nice. So there's still areas around for a little bush in. There we go. Happy little bush. A happy little shrub, no? Kind of feels a little bit. It's kind of there, but not quite there. I don't know. It needs a bit more polish, I think, maybe. I mean, we've got these wrecks here, which are obvious wrecks. Maybe I need to play test it just a little bit, just to make sure it's all. I think that's what I'm going to need to do. I might do that off camera, then package it, then just say, you know what? We're donezo. Cool. Oh, I like these little ficus, these little baby ficuses. They're great. I'm pretty sure you can also just chop them down. So if you want to deficus the island, that's a thing that you can totally do. I might throw a few more down, actually, just to... No. Yeah. Just to break up the... This one's always been an awkward shape. I like this one, because it's kind of a nice shape. We're locked onto something over here. What is that? Oh, that. Terrain, objects. Okay, we're not locked onto it anymore. Good. So we grab the Ficus Tree. The trouble is, if you grab something and move it out, you might accidentally rotate stuff like this. I don't think we have. I think it's fine. So yeah, it's all to do with breaking everything up. Just enough. So we'll squeeze that in there. Just squeeze it in. In fact, you know what? We're not going to do that, because we can leave that open. We'll leave it open so that buildings and stuff can get there. Right, fine. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'm like, you know what? It needs a thing. Needs a definite thing. Cool. There we go. That's a thing. And I can see what you do is you put a rock in the ground, and then you find some stuff, and you just drop it around it, because the seeds or whatever have just kind of got caught in the cracks, or drifted in or whatever. We're using a lot of these trees. Anything down here? Oh, potato plant. No, that is not going to work. Young palms. It's like, wait a second. I know what's missing. Only about half of the resources. Yeah, the young palms. Like, what? That's weird. this is looking a bit odd, but I don't know why. I can't quite put my finger on it. Right, okay, fine. Fine. I'll throw in a few of these. You can be pretty free and easy with these. They make lashings, so it's not too bad. Not too bad if you go nuts with the old micro palms, young palms, palmer violets, palm trees, but not palm oil. Not palm oil. You heat palm oil up, and it gets really nasty. That is, there's a weird little bit of geometry there that's just floating on. Yeah, if you heat palm oil up, it becomes carcinogenic, I think. So, but I can't remember what the temperature was, like 40 degrees Celsius, and it goes through a state change. So uncooked is actually quite healthy, quite okay for you. But you cook it, and it's not so good. Which is why you should always keep an eye on ingredients that go in the food that you eat, because they're going inside you. Anything that goes inside you, you should be like, whoa, no, I do not want just any other thing inside me. I want to, I want to know what it is still all made of, no? So, yeah, that's a lesson for today. Do not put things inside you if you don't know what they are. I think that's a really good life lesson. I think students should be taught that at college. I think I should have my own statue with that written underneath it. That'd be brilliant. Just be like, oh, do you know that guy? He's the one with the statue about not sticking things in you. Don't do it, kids, no? And everyone will be like, hey! So good. I think this might get the reward for the most weird episode. Okay, so we're still just throwing plants in. This is the bit that always takes time, though. It takes time. It takes a lot of. I wouldn't say it's tedious, because it's not. This is the time when you're actually crafting and creating nature. You are Mother Nature. You're going around and you're going, oh, hello, I'm Mother Nature. Would you like a cup of tea? And people are like, oh, hello, Mother Nature. I like a cup of tea. And good. I'm glad we can have this conversation. No, it's fine. So I think we've put in the young palms. Palm trees are in. There's quite a few plants all over this place. The medicinal plants are in. There's spaces for houses and stuff. Nice. It's not too busy. What I might do is throw a few other regular racks in. Yeah, let's do it. Birds do it. Bees do it. So we're going to do it with racks. I wonder. Terrain objects. I wonder. Huh. So yeah, the raft has changed. And in the editor, the texture is... that's not quite... That's not applied quite right. I wonder what actually shows up in the game itself. Let's get rid of that. So we need structures. You always need structure. A structure is good. Rowboat. I love me a rowboat. Let's find a place for it. Let's find a place for it. Let's go over here. Let's throw the rowboat in here. Good. That's nice, actually. There we go. Don't need to do too much with it. It's already clipped into the ground. Nice. That's wrecked. Kind of looks like someone was here. Shipwreck 3A? No, Shipwreck 4. Shipwreck 4 is always a good one to kind of have as well. Let us just jam that in there. Jam that in there. Good. So we got wreck there and there. They're not visible to each other. We probably need to... Oh, my word, that's a nightmare. Sorry, I just thought I caught Cthulhu out the corner of my eye. Fine. Shipwreck 2A. Well, for the people who are adventurous, you can now be adventurous in the sea. Let us turn the water off so we can actually see what we're doing. Oh, hello. It is a boat person. Yeah, so some people are going to be like, oh, I want to be outside and do the boaty man thing. Swimming in the sea like a little chupa chup. And I'm like, oh, all right, well, you do that. You do you. You know, don't let anyone ever tell you you can't. Good, so we can turn the objects. Let's turn the display ocean on. I don't know why I made the water splashy noise. There we go. Don't worry, there'll be rocks and stuff around there and seaweed and things. It'll look fine. So, but that's under the sea, under the ocean. Oh, why are there no sunken shipwrecks anymore? There are sunken shipwrecks, my friend. You just need to look for them. Nice. I think this is actually quite nice now. Just a quick check. What do we have? We have the resources, we have the plants, we have the shipwreck, we have main point of interest, we have a secondary point of interest, we have places to build. So we have the medicinal stuff, we have tertiary points of interest, and the sea and around the back of the island. That's actually looking pretty sweet. We do need a few items, just real quick. Oh, where did you throw it? No. But you don't know what I'm going to... No. Oh, a coconut flask. Certainly like. Let's press T. Bring it up. It looks like... It looks like a coconut. With a stopper on the top. Oh, okay. Well, that's a thing. Never built one of those. Crude axe, crude bow, crude fishing spear, duct tape engine, engine prop. Engine pump, flare gun, kindling, label maker, lantern, lashing, leather, machete, rawhide, spear, rock. Oh yeah, rocks. You can't build many things if you don't put some rocks around. Let's put the rocks next to other rocks, and people will look on the ground and be like, "Oh, hello, it's some rocks in there." Why is that floating? I'm wondering if that's going to be a problem somehow. Maybe. So we're just going to put rocks with other rocks. Most places require... Most things are like, oh, you need 3 rocks for this. Let's put lots of resources on the middle bit. So we'll put rocks near near big rocks. Big rocks! People can sort of wandering around and be like, oh, I'm looking for rocks next to other rocks, no? Yeah, let's see. I'm not going to worry about the orientation or physics object. It'll be fine. Hello. Also, hello. And throw some rocks in here. Nice. So yeah, you need to, even if you have mineable resources, you need some smaller physics objects around. Not throw too many in. I think is it 3 there? Yeah, of course there is. You can look around. Scrap corrugated, scrap plank. Ooh yeah. So it's just these little things. You just want to decorate the island. I'm not going to throw too much in, partly because I don't want to overload machines with stuff, and partly because you don't want it to end up like a cheat island. No cheat island, not cheaty cheats. So there's 3 bits of corrugated scrap to get on with. Bearing in mind that these things will also have corrugated scrap. Did I say that with my mouth? No, there's plank scraps. Begins sticks. We haven't put any sticks in the world. Put sticks here. Why do we put sticks where the trees are? Oh, we put them where the trees are because it makes sense. Money penny. No, yeah, because it actually really does make sense. Ooh, there we go. So we'll put them there. I'll press T. Make sure they're not going to pop through into nowhere. So people can look around and be like, oh, there's a stick here. Yep, you look for sticks in the woods. Does a stick live in the woods? Answer, maybe. I don't know. Do sticks really live? Is it can really be counted as existence? I mean, it was something living and now it's not. I mean, it gets really complicated, you know? So yeah, we'll throw a few things in here. Make sure we're actually on the object where we need to select. Let's do that. Otherwise, it might jump to something. We end up moving something like mission critical, like one of the big ass rocks. Big ass rocks. Ass rocks. Nope, that. No, okay, no. Let's forget about that. Okay, so R. Let's rotate. Let's press T. T is there. R again. Press T. I just want it so it's just touching the terrain or just about to touch the terrain. Trouble is, since we've started putting stuff in the woods, we may as well carry on putting stuff in the woods because that you want to encourage people to look in the same places. So let's stick there, and let's stick here. Not going to be too. I mean, it's probably already too many sticks, but I don't care too much. So we got sticks. Okay, we have stones. So you can do some stuff. Tarps are necessary for things like solar stills. Does anyone remember the old tarp? The old tarp thingy? There was a thingy, and it was a tarp thingy. You remember that model? That's what I was trying to think of. Does anyone remember the old tarp model? It was not folded as far as I remember. I can't remember. I don't know. Do you tend to get blue plastic tarps kicking around these days on the beach? Yes, you do. You get all manner of stuff on the beach. Tires, water bottles, water skins. So we've thrown in some rocks, sticks, and tarps. Rawhide, leather, kindling, fuel can. I don't think there's anything else there we need. I don't think there's anything else there we need, you know? Beans. Nope. Trees, rocks, animals. Ooh, mama. All right, let's get busy with the old animals, shall we? I don't think we'll put a great white in here. They tend to be a pain in the butt. Ooh, mama. So we should we throw in a few of these, a few of these bad boys. People would be like, "Oh, I was swimming in the sea one day and I got hit by something. It was really fast and it caused me to." Nah, it's kind of unfair, you know. But put reef shark in. Put a couple of reef sharks in. Where did he go? Where did you go? I don't think it really matters, so we'll just pick. Huh. The shark, reef shark, you can change its pitch and its roll, but not its rotation. What? What? Let's throw another one in here then. Alright. How strange. How strange that that would be a thing. Let's go down. I'm hoping the sharks won't swim under the island and be a pain in the butt. Let's just do that. Stingrays, of course. Stingray. We'll have a few of these. They do tend to ignore terrain. They're just like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to ignore you. Think you? I do not like you. Because, yeah, for some reason, I don't know if it's changed now, but there's an animal. They just ignore the world. They just swim through the island mesh like it ain't no thing. And I'm like, why would you do that? Well, I don't know. I mean, why would you put a snake on an island? I don't know either. Good. So we got the shark. We got a few friendly sharks, not unfriendly sharks. Boar. Oh, Mr. Piggy. I'm just gonna do that real quick. Boar. There we are. Boop. There's a piggy there, and there's gonna be a piggy over here. I'm going to go too nuts on the animals because they are, while they're great, they're also a bit of a resource hog as well. So you don't want them to be, you don't want to throw in too many because otherwise you might find that the game just grinds to a halt. Terrain objects just to make sure I'm not got anything. I mean, How many player-made islands is someone going to have in their world? I can just see like rocks and stuff getting selected out the corner of my eye. So I'll limit it to probably. There's a pig. There's two pigs, 4 crabs, 4, 5. Throw a crabby there. Do we want another crab? Do we want 6 crabs? I think 5 is enough. So we've got the boar, the crab. We have a couple of reef sharks, I think. We have a snake. We have some stingrays. It's probably enough. We also have a load of plants in the world. So that's kind of nice. It's not too heavy on the plants this time. I have gone nutso before with plants, but it's not too bad. There are plants for medicines. There are plants for lashings. There are plants for how many? Well, that is an interesting question. How many yucca plants are there in the world? I honestly cannot remember because there's one there. Is there one up here? There's one there. There's one over here. Did I go past one? I thought there were 3. I thought we'd already put 3 in the world, but I cannot. For the life of me, I can't remember. You know what? I think I'll put in a few more yuccas. It's not as if you're going to be cheating by having yuccas in the world. Yeah, okay. So throw a yucca there. And probably one over here. One over here. Here. No, that might be a pain in the butt, actually. Thinking about it, because you hit the yucca and then explodes and drops its bounty upon the floor, and then you're like, the bounty is upon the floor. Oh, I can't find it because it was on the rocks. You know what? Trollolol, whatever. This still bothers me. It bothers me, boy. It bothers me. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. What? What are you doing? That's stupid. I don't like it. Rotate it slightly. Okay, fine. And we'll go back to the top. Yep, okay. And we'll go rocks. Big rock 1. Rotate you on the green. Rotate you on the blue. Press T. Grab green. Move that out there. And good. Kind of hides the fact that that's a bit of a steep slope there. That along there. Put a little bit. Let's rotate it. Okay. Is that any better? Yeah, it is actually. It's much better. When we'll just move this yucca plant. Move it back. Move it out of the way. Show me what you got. Oh, that is much better. That is infinitely better. So there are still open areas. There's a lot of planty plants. Good. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? I fear this. It's kind of. There's a slight problem. I just noticed with pine trees. Pine small. There's a few kind of what looks like pattern repeats, and whether these guys are kind of lined up, they're paired off with a big pine tree, maybe. I think that's kind of what it looks like. Don't like that. Let's do this. I think we're okay, you know. So, what do we have on this island? Well, we have everything that a player needs. Oh yeah, terrain objects. What we don't have is everything a player needs. So, sure, Shoreline Rock 2. Throw in a few of. Oh, we've already got that there. Throw that in here. Yep, that'll do. One there and one. Whatever, we don't need any more. Mining rock clay. See, we don't have any mining rock clay. No mining rock clay. Terrain objects, just to make sure we're not clicked onto anything. I tell you what, mining rock clay will just drop off. Drop off into the sea. It's like, why did you put that in the sea? It looks stupid. Yeah, I know. It's not my fault it's in the sea. I'll put them around here, you know. So you'll need to swim out to get them, but there's no predators, so that's fine. If you want predators, people can always just edit the map. Just add predators themselves. Be like, oh, you know what? I'll get in predator myself, no? Do we need mining rocks? Probably not. Probably not. I shouldn't really think a mining rock would be something that people really need. But we can always put some around somewhere. Some around somewhere. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Just making sure there's no gaps. I think we already did that, but where is going to be a good place for a mining rock? Not really, because these things look like walnut whips. Like there's a sweet or a candy called a walnut whip, and it kind of looks like this. It's not great. Not great at all. We'll do that. We'll do that. That'll be fine. Anywhere else? Anywhere else? Anywhere else? Let's throw one here. Because we can. We'll do that. And one over here. Yeah. Whatever. It's fine. It's done. Done in rings. So it's like, oh, there's rocks and stuff now. So we've got 3 mining rocks, 3 clay rocks. Anything else? There's so many objects. It's when you start clicking on things, it's like, this is clicky stuff, no? Right. So you can come to this island. You can build stuff. You can farm stuff. You can eat stuff. You can drink stuff. I think that's everything the island needs. You can explore stuff. You can run through stuff. You can jump over stuff. You can walk over stuff. And it's still, from the sky, has that crescent-y shape. Yeah, no, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I think I'm going to save that there. So let's save it. Hit save. Yes. Done in rings. Hit resume. Wow. Wow. That was well. That was a little longer than expected, but we have now finished the island. I will need to give it a little playtest to make sure nothing is out of place or floating or whatever. I might throw a few more bits and pieces in, and then at some point in the not too distant future, upload it. I guess we'll just upload it. If you want to know where, keep an eye on the Steam forums. There is a map editing forum. So this is, I think, the first one I've done with the new plants and stuff. So this will be the first one to be uploaded. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, fine. I'm going to sign off there because that has been a pretty long old episode and it's going to take forever to encode and all that sort of stuff. So if you like these, definitely leave a like, leave a subscribe because, subscribing is free. And tell your friends about the channel because, more viewers is going to help out. And you know what? I will catch you guys next time.